welcome back to another video. So my first ever video on this YouTube channel was my prize giving, where I placed top 5 in grade 11 at the end of the year, and that's obviously all thanks to God. But I get a lot of questions from people asking me how I achieve these grades, and most importantly how I maintain them. So the June exams are approaching, and a lot of you guys may have questions and things like that, so I decided to interview the top academic weapons of grade 12. So hopefully this video will motivate you guys and give you guys some tips on how to improve your marks. I hope you guys enjoy. Hi guys, so today we're here with
Gemma.
Okay, Gemma, so you are frequently in the top 10 at school. What would you say is the highest you've placed since you've been in the top 10?
Third
place, that's really good. Okay, what would you say is your favorite subject and why?
history, because I just like history. I like learning new things about old people.
Okay, so we're not keeping on this channel. What would you say you could give them 3 study tips and a little bit of motivation? What would you say?
Use color, that's right. Talk to yourself and make like summaries, like a 1-page summary that you can go through before the test. Good best.
Okay. See, at the fail and we don't gatekeep. We tell everyone the secrets. Lastly, how does it feel to be an academic weapon?
It's the worst feeling in the world, because everyone expects so much from you.
That is true. But no one that matters is the Lord's opinion on you guys. Next. Hi guys, so who are we here with today? Okay, cool. So you've been on the top 20 in your life. What is the highest you placed?
I don't know. I don't remember what. Because I don't look at that so much. I'm not too worried about talking.
Okay. What would you say is your motivation to do well? Because last year you got the subject specialist prize for life science. So what would you say motivates you?
I always go with the saying, failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of success. That's my...
Okay, wise words from Cole. What would you say if you could give 3 study tips to the people watching? What would you tell them?
3 study tips, like how do I...
Yeah, what do you use?
Okay, explain the work to yourself. So sit with a mirror in front of you and you talk to yourself all day. Explain the work to your dog or what, to your animals. And then just be relaxed. Don't overthink your work and don't stress about the stuff.
Thank you, Cole. Diego's laughing in the background, guys. That's why I'm laughing. Okay, how does it feel to be an academic weapon? How does it feel?
There's a good and bad side. It's stressful, but it's also nice at the same time, not gonna lie. Sometimes I feel, sad for the children that are struggling so much.
Okay, thank you, Cole. Today, Kira. So, Kira, you are frequently on the top 10, even top 5 at our school. So what would you say is 2 study tips that you have for the people watching?
Use color and make your own notes.
Okay. What would you say is your favorite subject at school and why?
Probably life science. It's a subject I do the best in.
Okay. What subjects do you take?
Physics, accounting, and life science, pure math.
Okay. She doesn't like to love. She doesn't, yeah. What would you say is your experience of being an academic weapon?
Really good thing.
I agree. Hi, so we're here today.
Diego.
So Diego, you are frequently in the top 10 at our school. What would you say is your favorite subject and why?
It probably have to be bio because it's very complex and interesting. Yeah.
Okay. What would you say is 1 or 2 study tips that you have for people watching?
I don't have 2, but I have 1. Active recall, guys. Active recall, that's what I'm going to say.
Okay. And if you could give them a little bit of motivation, what would you say? What motivates you when you have to study?
Put me off guard there. Probably like becoming successful one day or something. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So my last question is, how does it feel to be an academic weapon?
Good.
Hi guys, so we're here today.
Jessica.
So Jessica, you are frequently on the top 5, top 3 even, top 2 everything. So what would you say is your 2 study tips that you have for people watching?
My study tips, I'd say like one thing that I do is I make sure I'm up to date in class, definitely. Like when we do a new topic in class, make sure you study it so when exams come it's not so much stress. The other thing I do is is past papers, past papers, past papers. Textbook, past papers. Those are my 2 study tips. That's
Okay.
your key to success.
What is your favorite subject at school and why?
I think life sciences. I think mostly because I have an amazing teacher, teacher. But yes, I think I love learning about things around us, life around us, in humans, in animals, in plants. So that's my favorite subject.
Okay, you do music. What instruments do you play?
I play recorder and I play flute, and I'm starting to play a bit of piano now as well.
Okay, how do you feel being an academic person?
It's a lot of pressure because it's like you said, like with the merit list as well, you try to always, be in that top 5 or the top 3, and when you don't make it, then there's a lot of questions that come from parents, teachers and friends as well, where it's like, what happened here? So it's a lot of pressure.
Thank you so much, Jessica. So what would you say is your experience with being an academic person?
Can I speak?
Hi guys, so who are you today? So
Why
Diego.
is my name, bro?
Is it on? Hi guys, so who are you today?
I'm not even gonna answer.
Hi guys, so who are you today?
Diego.
Okay, Diego, so you are quite often in the top 10 of school and even in the top 20. So what would you say is your 3 study tips for people watching?
Why don't I make that question?
Hi guys, so who are you today?
Diego.
So Diego, you are often in the top 10 and top 20 of our grade. What would you say is your favorite subject and why?
Probably bio because it's really complex. Go stop laughing, man! Cut that up.
Opposite. Sorry.
Okay guys, so who are you today?
Diego.
Okay Diego, what would you say is your favorite subject at school and why?
My favorite subject would have to be
Can you bring your head down?
bio. Biology. Yeah.
Okay. Why would you say it's your favorite?
Because we learn about the body and interesting. Yeah.
Nonchalant fan of what's good to have here, but okay. So, how does it feel to be a academic weapon?
It feels great, guys. We're gaining a lot of boredom. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Diego.
But for us, we are prepared, we are determined. And this time around, we are very serious.